In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build a chatbot for your website using CollectChat. And a chatbot is a way for you in an automated fashion to connect with your website visitors and help them get to where they want to go on your site. Maybe some people want more information about a product. You can have the chatbot ask pertinent questions and send them to the right place. Maybe somebody's ready to buy or they want to talk to somebody on the phone. You can have a chatbot filter those people down and send them to the right place to get on the phone with you or your sales team or your client's sales team. Chatbots have been proven to increase conversions to customers, and if that's not a good reason to watch this video, I don't know what is. So make sure you stick around and we're getting started right now. What is up? My name is Bjorn. This channel is all about WordPress, helping you get better at it. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell notification icon so you don't miss a single one of my videos. And then, with that out of the way, check out the Facebook group, linked to in the description down below, where we help each other with WordPress and everything to do with WordPress. Let's get started with the screen capture. I'll see you there. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this right here on the right-hand side, plus a bunch of other stuff. But the focus will be creating one of these, which is the chatbot. If you click on one of these and you create an awesome chatbot, you can actually, in an automated manner, collect leads through your website. Click on Get Help, and you have a little conversation with the bot. Hi, welcome to WP Learning Lab. What's your biggest frustration with WordPress? Pick one of those. SEO. Thanks. SEO is a common WordPress frustration. You're not alone. At WP Learning Lab, we create lots of content to help webmasters and service providers with SEO. If you'd like to be notified when we publish our great free content, please post your email address in the chat. Okay, put my email in here. Thanks. We send a newsletter every Friday. See you soon. And now that person's going to be added to my mailing list to get my content. It's all going to be automated. This is all done with the free version of an app called CollectChat, except for the email automation. I have to do that manually in the free version. In the paid version, you can have that automated through Zapier or direct integration with MailChimp. But we're going to build one of these. I'm going to show you a bunch of other stuff that you can do with CollectChat. When you first log into your CollectChat account, either free or paid, you're going to be presented with a page that looks like this. This first page is where you customize how the widget itself looks. So on the right-hand side here, we see how the widget currently looks with our current settings on the left here. We can change position. Right now it's in the bottom right. We can have right side middle, bottom left. So pick whichever one fits into your site the best. I find this one stands out a little bit because it's not shoved in the bottom corner. It's up higher in the page, so it's more visible. You can choose to have the modern look or the classic. This is the classic. This is modern. You can change the call to action. Get help, maybe. That changes the text right here. You can change the color behind the avatar. So right now it's a dark gray. You can make it blue or green or any hexadecimal code you can think of. And you can use that to customize the look to fit into your site. You can pick a preset avatar. There's a whole bunch in here. Click on any of them and it'll update the avatar to that one. You can also upload your own by clicking the plus icon. You can get rid of CollectChat branding if you have a premium account. If you don't, when someone opens the chat, they will see Chat by CollectChat down at the bottom. And this chatbot you see right here is just a sample that they've created. Whenever you create a brand new chatbot, a blank one, you have this sample. They also have templates, which we'll get into later. They're pretty awesome. But for now, let's just look at this sample one. So we clicked on Get Help, and then the chatbot said, hello, have this nice GIF, animated GIF right here, and it asks, what are we looking for? Click on sample option. You would obviously name this something else, and then they say thank you. So you can interact with this bot. That's essentially what it is. You're interacting with a bot, and hopefully if you design the bot well, you can actually interact in a way that gets people to convert into a lead or a sale or a phone call or something further down the path of becoming a customer. So after we design the widget, we're not going to get into embedding right now. We'll do that later on. Let's first look at how to customize the bot and its responses and interaction with your visitors. Go to Script, and this is where we create our conversation, essentially. On the left-hand side, we have options to add to our conversation. And on the right-hand side, in this window here, we have the actual conversation. So I'm just going to delete all of these options, all of these conversation pieces, so that we're going to start with a blank slate. And we're just going to build a very simple bot here. So let's just click on statement. And I'm just going to click on this statement, say, hi, welcome to WP Learning Lab, for example, because that's my website. And then I'm going to add multiple choice. So we're going to have the user choose something. So for my site, for my topic, WordPress, there's a lot of things that people are frustrated with and need help with. Some of the big ones are SEO, security, site speed, bunch of others. But for this example, let's just use 3. So let's just say, what is your biggest frustration with WordPress? Sample option 1, SEO, site speed for number 2, and security for number 3. Done. So now if we preview that, let's click on preview right here. It takes us back to the preview tab. We could have also just clicked on the preview tab. Our chatbot loaded on the right-hand side, click on Get Help. Here it says, hi, welcome to WP Learning Lab. What's your biggest frustration with WordPress? And you can pick one of these. Currently we don't have more to the conversation, so they pick one, nothing happens. But if we add more to that, we can actually start using people's answers in our replies, which is pretty cool. And if you go to the premium version, you can actually have jump logic. So if they chose a specific option, you can have them jump to a different part of the conversation and be much more personalized in guiding them down a specific route in your sales funnel. But with the free version, which we're using right here, you can actually use that information now to customize further down messages and get them, for example, onto your mailing list, which we're going to do here. So let's add a statement and say, thanks, thanking them for the action. Then we use the @ symbol, and we can choose, if you have more multiple choice options in here, more places where people enter information, you'd have more options here, but for right now we just have one. So we click on that, and that's going to enter their answer for the question, what's your biggest frustration with WordPress? So I'm going to say thanks, and it's going to fill in the answer, and I'm going to say this is a common WordPress frustration. You're not alone. And then I'm going to add another statement. I'm going to make this one, at WP Learning Lab, we create a lot of content to help webmasters and service providers with whatever their answer is to that question. Obviously, you have to make sure the answers fit with the sentence, which you can do. You can plan that out. So we create a lot of content to help you, essentially. And I'm going to say email. And here I'm going to write, if you'd like to be notified of when we publish our great free content, please post your email address in the chat. And then they can post their email address, and after that, we're going to end off with, thanks. We send our newsletter every Friday. See you soon. Done. Now we have a chatbot that collects email addresses. Now, if we go back to preview and wait till that generates, click on Get Help. And here we have again, hi, welcome to WP Learning Lab. What is your biggest frustration with WordPress? And then you pick one like site speed. And then it says, thanks. Site speed is a common WordPress frustration. I spelled frustration wrong. You're not alone. So we took their response from here and entered it dynamically into this next statement. And then into the next one as well. At WP Learning Lab, we create a lot of content to help webmasters and service providers with site speed. If you'd like to be notified of when we publish our great free content, please post your email address in the chat below. So put my email address in there. And now we've collected an email address for the newsletter. Now, you can either collect these email addresses now manually and put them into your newsletter system, or if we go over to settings, just going to open this in a new tab, and then go to integration, we can also integrate directly with MailChimp and Zapier using webhooks. So if you're familiar with these two, you can read the documentation here and enter the webhook. Then we want to have a key for this one here where we collect their email. You can also collect the answer to their other problem up above. You can segment people based on that. I entered site speed for my biggest frustration. Then you can actually segment them into a site speed autoresponder sequence based on that. So we have a key for, this is in the documentation up here as well. So we enter a key for what's the biggest frustration. So they're segmented into a list. You have a key for the email address, and then that will add the email address to MailChimp or to other systems via your Zapier integration. And that is powerful because now you're collecting email addresses and newsletter subscribers on the fly interactively on your website instead of just having a bland, maybe not bland, but a static opt-in page. So conversion rates often tend to be a lot higher to get people onto the mailing list. So that's for the free account. And the Zapier integration, MailChimp integration, that requires a paid account, does not work on the free account. But now that we have this chatbot, we could make it even better if we had jump logic, which we don't because this is a free account. With a paid account, you can have jump logic, and it's awesome. I'll show you that a little bit later because you can actually get a form of jump logic. It's pre-built in templates, so they have jump logic there. You can't customize it, but you can use the jump logic in a free account using the templates. But first, we're going to publish this thing to our website. So let's go to publish, and we have all these options to install it on a website. For WordPress, it's the first two that are the most important. Install the widget on my site. This is with code. Install on a WordPress website. This is using a plugin. To add it to our site using a plugin, we first get a plugin from the WordPress repository. It's a free plugin called CollectChat. So let's just do that first. Go to plugins and then add new, and then search for CollectChat. You might need the dot, you might not. We'll see in just a second. Looks, oh no, here it is right here. CollectChat a little further down. If you add the dot, I'm sure it appears number 1. So let's install this. If you're installing this on your website, on your production website, make sure you back up your site files and your database first. There's a link in the description to a tutorial to help you do that if you need it. Click on activate once it's installed. And now under settings, we have a new option called CollectChat. Click on that to open it. Now we need to get our code snippet, this one here. Copy this, paste it in here. And then you can choose where the chatbot should appear. All pages, homepage only, all pages except homepage, or no pages. The options you choose here are kind of important because if you choose all pages, the chatbot will appear on all pages. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe you just want one chatbot for all pages, and that's great. Or maybe you want a very specific one just for your homepage. Either way, you pick what you want here, and then we can actually add our chatbot script specifically to individual pages. If you wanted a chatbot just on one page on your entire site, you wouldn't even use this plugin, or you wouldn't use this part of it. You'd actually just remove this, click on Save Settings, and then find the page you want to add the chatbot to. I'm just going to go to, let's do this page right here. Click on Edit, scroll to the bottom of this page, and you'll see a meta box called CollectChat Script. This is where you would paste the script if you want the chatbot just to appear on this one page. Now this is in Gutenberg. We have this little meta box down below, but this would also be on the regular classic editor of your WordPress site, and you could just paste the script in there. So that's how you get it onto one specific page or just a handful of pages. If we go back to our plugin here, again, if we paste it in here and select all pages, it goes to all pages. The important thing to remember is you can have a general chatbot that goes on all pages like this, and then you can create a different specific chatbot that goes onto specific pages and paste it in here. And you won't then have two chatbots on that page. The one you paste into the page itself overrides the main one. So you can have individual specific chatbots on specific pages by pasting the code in here, and then have a general one out here. So let's click on Save Settings, and let's take a look at how this actually looks on your live site. So now that that's saved, we should be able to go to any page. It's going to open the home page, and we should have a little avatar pop up on the right-hand side at some point. And there it is, popped up pretty quickly. Click on Get Help. And now it goes through the exact same chatbot that we had earlier, or that we created in the preview. And it works the exact same way. So that's pretty awesome stuff. So if you like what you see so far, there's a link in the description down below. Use that link even if you want to get the free version, because if you want to upgrade later, you'll be able to go into your account, go to billing, and you'll see this message. WP Learning Lab gives you an exclusive lifetime 20% off your payments, even if you use the free one. If you think you might upgrade in the future, even if you don't think you'll upgrade in the future, just use the link, get the free one, and just in case, you have a 20% off lifetime payments through that link. While we're over here in this menu, we have a My Bots section. So let's click on My Bots, and here are two that I've created. This is the second one that we just did earlier. If you want to create a new one, start with a blank bot, and it starts with that one where it just said hello, welcome, blah, blah, blah. You can delete those things and create your own conversation, or you can go and create a template or create from a template. Click on that, and we have oodles of templates in here. And these are well thought out templates ready to go at a few clicks. There's one I really like that I think you guys might get a lot out of. Digital agency, I think it was. A lot of you guys have digital agencies. You do service for people who have WordPress, And this chatbot on the left-hand side, you can actually click on any of these and actually go through what it does. So here it says, welcome to Web Agency. We're a team of awesome designers, thinkers, and engineers who develop full-fledged products. Okay. Do you need our help? Yes, we do. App development, website development, brand marketing, or art creation. Let's do website development. As you've been able probably to tell by this bot will allow you to qualify leads and pre-sell them on whatever your services are. You can have a budget in here, click on confirm. Is your project urgent? Yes. What's your first name? Bjorn. What's your email address? There it is. Thanks for your time. You're in safe hands. Have a coffee. Absolutely. Bye. You'll hear from us soon. Now, presumably, when you set this up, that will now be integrated with MailChimp or Zapier, letting you know that someone has come in as a pre-qualified lead who wants a website developed, who has a budget of $1,000, and it's urgent. And you know their name and email. So then you can get back to them and you already know who you're talking to. So to use this template, all you do is enter your website address right here and click on edit this template. And now we can go over to the script. We can customize the appearance on that page right there. And we go into the script and now we can edit the conversation as we need. Now this has what's called a logical jump, which we see right here. Jumps to okay. This is not the best example for logical jumps, but here we ask a question. Do you need help? And as we can see, there are two options, yes and not really. And we can base our logical jumps based on the answers to those questions. We don't have access to that in this account because this is a free one. If we click on logical jump here, it says, doesn't say it there actually. Here under logical jumps, it says upgrade to a pro plan. But normally you click on this little button, it shows you logical jump options. And then you can have essentially multiple distinct conversations. So if they go with the first option, which is yes. Then they select a service. So they go to the next question right below. Then it goes to a thank you, what's your budget, and da 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 da. If they select from do you need help, they select not really, which is the other option. That's where the logical jump happens, and it takes them down to okay, which is right down here. And it says, feel free to drop us a line if you need any assistance. And this dotted line you see here represents a different path in the conversation. So you can have as many logical jumps in a conversation like this as you want. If you have too many, it gets too complicated. But also if you have a lot, you might lose people in the process. You don't want to have these bots be super long. But using logical jumps in the paid version, you can very easily qualify leads on a bunch of different levels and then decide to reach out just to the most promising leads and not the ones who aren't that promising, or have them receive automated responses instead of high touch, which is you contacting them and talking to them personally. Another awesome thing is you can drag and drop. Any of these can be dragged and dropped. Just click on this little four-way icon. You can drag and drop to reorder these any way you wish, and that is fantastic. So I encourage you to get a free account. Just play around with it, see what you can do. Once you have a bot up and running, there is a reports section. Here it shows all kinds of reports about your bots. For example, interactions it's had in the last 7 days, 0 of 0 completed for this bot. But you would have, for example, if 10 people click the chat now button or the get help button, how many of those 10 people actually completed the bot right to the end instead of just closing it midway through? That's how many you'd see, or the ratio you would see in here. And then you have insights, no data right now, and then you have a funnel where you can lead people down a certain path and then convert them hopefully into paying customers. Then we also have the responses section. Now, if you have, like we did in our first bot where we asked what's your most frustrating or what's your biggest frustration with WordPress, that is good data to collect. So if you have, say, 1 million people roll through your website and they answer 90% of the time that site security is their biggest beef with WordPress, then you should probably focus on site security, because that's what most of the people are looking for. So you can collect some great data from using a bot and have it be totally automated and not have it be like a survey where these days you almost have to bribe people to do them with an Amazon gift card or something else like that. So some kind of free giveaway to get people to want to do a survey. People will easily click a button on a chatbot, and then you can use that data to make your content better. So I highly encourage you to check out CollectChat. Like I said before, Click the link down below to get the free account, because then you get this 20% off lifetime payments if you choose to upgrade in the future. If you never upgrade, that's great too. You still have a great chatbot on your site. If you do upgrade, you get 20% off, which is pretty awesome. So that's how it works. Hope this video helps you. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. Make sure you check out the Facebook group in the description down below. And next up is clicking one of these videos that popped up on the right-hand side so you can get even better at WordPress. And until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.